Sweet. I won the die roll for my round one first ever game of M14 Limited. Sands. I definitely want to be on the play because I want to play turn 2 Condor, turn 4 Spider, or something like that, and try to get a fast start. As fast as you can be starting on turn 3. But I think this hand's fine. I've got a Verdant Haven, so I don't. If I draw the third land, I can at least have a fourth in proxy, and then easily go up to a fifth. But I'll go ahead and start with my forest here. Pass turn. I'm gonna go ahead and play my Recluse on 2, because if he doesn't have a creature, I don't want to lose the damage. Also, it's a waste if I don't. Festering Newt. I believe that's a Festering Goblin impersonator. Yeah, it gives a creature -1/-1 when it dies. So I draw a land. I'm just going to play Root Walla this turn, and next turn I can play both Verdant Haven and pump my Root Walla. I could have attacked, but I would have killed my Recluse. Well, I drew a lot of islands. He missed his land drop last turn, and I'm not going to show him any mercy. He could Doomblade this. I think it's the only trick he can have that kills it, though. It just takes 4. Root Walla is a super good card. Its pump ability is just so strong. Okay, so he gets to axe my giant creature. And he's an unblockable 3/1 now. It's unfortunate. I guess I'll just play Messenger Drake. I think. Yeah. I could play Scroll Thief and then pump Root Walla, and that lets me race his Lifebane Zombie a little better. I guess I could just attack with Root Walla and see what he does. If he blocks with a zombie, I super definitely bump it. But since I doubt that's going to be the case, I'm just gonna... I think I'll bump it anyway. Then play the Scroll Thief. Can't block his zombie, unfortunately. The only way I could have to deal with that is the claustrophobia in my deck, since Doomblade doesn't kill it either. I have no artifact creatures in my sideboard that I would... I don't think I have any at all. So, no point in boarding in any. I got a little lucky when he missed his third land drop. If he's mono black, I know there's a corrupt in the draft. A couple quag sicknesses he could have to kill my Root Walla. That's pretty much my only threat at this point. Though if he spends his mana to kill my Root Walla, and I draw Trained Condor, this Scroll Thief is going to crush him. So I kind of hope he's out of removal now. I'm attacking with Scroll Thief next turn. That way, if he blocks with Lifebane Zombie, I get like his biggest threat off the table. If he blocks with Festering Newt, he can't kill my Scroll Thief. So there's no downside to attacking with Scroll Thief. If he wants to just trade it, that's, I think, a bigger value than I'm ever going to get out of Scroll Thief. Since I don't have a... Trained Condor in my hand right this second. At least he kills Messenger Drake. I get to replace it with a card. Same would not be said with the monster he sadly ripped out of my hand. 100 plate mail is pretty good. It makes his Newt a 5/5, though I easily kill it, and then he gets a 4/4 flyer. No, just a 4/4. I believe you can't activate this unless he controls no creatures. Yeah, it doesn't have flying. I think I'm just gonna trade my Recluse for his Newt. I don't really want to get... Actually, I'll just take 5, whatever, it's no big deal. If his only play is to equip Haunted Plate Mail, I'll take the 5 damage that it costs me. If he doesn't want to equip it, I will... It's no big deal. I'll just attack for 3. Or if he doesn't want to attack, I mean. Okay, so he played a Blood Baron. That doesn't really do anything in this board state. It makes my spider stop attacking, I suppose. Because if I attack with my spider, he blocks with the Blood Baron and sacks his Newt, kills it. If I attack with the Recluse, he blocks with his Newt and kills it. So I'm just going to attack with the Drake. He's dead in 2 turns if he can't answer this Drake. Still have 3 trained Condors in my deck that can kill him pretty quickly with a giant spider. And a 5/5 Trample Sliver. Costs 7, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I already have enough mana for it. This is probably the... Whoa. I wonder why he'd equip it to the Baron and not the Newt. Because I'm definitely going to block that with the Recluse. Unless he doesn't attack at all, which just kind of wastes his turn. So there's a Condor. I'll go ahead and play that. Then attack for 3. And he's pretty much... I don't see a way I can get out of this. I honestly didn't even have to play the Condor, but I don't think Mutilate's in this format. Like, I'm reasonably certain I don't have to play around Mutilate. So we Mark of the Vampire his Newt. Or his guy, which is kind of sweet. He gets to gain 10 life now. But it also dies pretty easily to... I guess he can -1/-1 my Newt to give it O2. Or kill my trained Condor, sure. So this kills all his creatures. Gives him a 4/4 non-flyer. And 10 extra life. Okay, I think that's probably the best play he could make. Unfortunately, I didn't have any sort of removal. So I can't attack with my spider, or he can activate his mail, since he can use it at instant speed. And I drew another Recluse. It's kind of sweet. Man, it's going to take forever to kill him. If he activates this mail, I get to kill it with another spider. He's got to feel awful to use removal on a Recluse. What is this 5-drop? Corrupt costs 6, so okay. Liturgy of Blood, my Messenger Drake. I draw another Recluse. And then no activating the mail. Okay, so I'm just going to attack with this Recluse. Didn't think he'd block it. Spider Tribal, it's the name of the game. Man, if he has a corrupt, that would be pretty miserable, because that would make the game last much longer. And I don't even know if I could kill him at that point. Unless I draw some sort of large creature pretty soon here. But the burden of staying alive is on him, for sure. Vampire Warlord. Sacrifice another creature to regenerate Vampire Warlord. I'll go ahead and attack with my... I think I'm going to attack with 2 of these spiders. That way if he equips the plate mail, he'd have to Doomblade or Quag Sickness my other Recluse to get in for 8 damage. That uses a removal spell on a Recluse. And am I fine trading the spider? Yeah, I'm fine trading the spider for his Warlord. And if he does equip the plate mail and just like plays a creature, that's fine. Actually, I'll just probably take 8 damage. It's not a big deal. Liturgy of Blood, my Recluse. Equip plate mail. I mean, he's gotta equip it. It doesn't do anything if it's unattached to anything. He doesn't have another Mark of the Vampire. That would be pretty unbearable. Drawing a Claustrophobia would be super good, because then that would shut off his plate mail and his Nightwing Shade. It's unfortunate. If he wants to race me, I can race. I don't mind doing that. Shimmering Grotto is not quite what I want. Want to draw a few more non-land cards. I guess I'll just attack with my spiders. I think he blocks the Recluse here. Blocking the giant spiders doesn't do anything for him. Even drawing the fight thing would have been good that turn, but now he has a plate mail on his guy, so drawing it wouldn't really do anything. What is this? Corrupt, obviously. Yeah, just as I thought. Like, I can't really beat a Corrupt, and if I run out of creatures, it's gonna be basically impossible. Drew a Forest. I'm dead on board if I attack, so I guess I just won't. If he has another Corrupt, that gives me information and tells me that he's won the game. Looks like he does not have another Corrupt. I have to block here to... What the heck? He has another Mark of the Vampire? Why don't I just equip his plate mail? I don't have a draw that gets me out of this. Right? Because Clone's the only card I have that's remotely somewhat powerful. My Behemoth he took out of my hand. Nothing else really works. Yeah. Okay. So if he's going to play really slowly, I definitely want this Into the Wilds. And Doublade sucks against him, so I'm taking that out, and Shimmering Guard is fine. Do I want Verdant Haven, though, instead of, like, Bramble Crush? Bramble Crush can kill his... I think I still want Verdant Haven. Maybe not. It's either Bramble Crush or... Sensory... I want Negate. He has 2 Liturgy of Bloods, 2 Mark the Vampires, and 2... what's it called? Quark Corrupts. Yeah, so I definitely want to get those. And the only thing I still have for Bramble Crush would be the Plate Mail, which I don't think is that problematic. Like, it's definitely not a non-issue, but I think I can deal with it without having to board in a Bramble Crush, which would kind of suck to draw. I boarded it Into the Wilds because this deck seemed really slow, so that gives me time to accrue advantage with it. Play first, sure. Mana with Sliver into the Wilds. It seems actually very good if I draw a land in the first couple turns. It makes it so I'm actually pretty advantaged in this game if I just keep drawing non-creatures or non-lands. So he's Eternal and play a Festering Newt, as is usual. So I'm really hoping he doesn't have an Altar's Reap here, because that would suck. Altar's Reap my Festering Newt, kill your Mana with Sliver, draw 2 cards. Come on, land. Yes. This isn't the most powerful play, but actually I think it is probably the most powerful play. It's a pretty big game, just like laying Into the Wilds. Mark of the Vampire? Or like a Blood Baron. Yeah, Blood Baron. Now you can kill my Mana with Sliver, but I don't think it matters anymore. If he really wants to. Okay, he does really want to. Which is probably fine. It stops me from playing a 5-drop next turn if I don't draw land. Top cards, a Trained Condor, so we're just going to put it back. And we'll play that Condor. Yeah. I could play the spider, but I don't really see a reason to this turn. At least Condor can fly over his guys if he plays more creatures. Can even give my spider flying. Okay, so we're dealing with the life gain guy. He's got Corrupts, Staff of the Dead, and I get a free land, free card. I definitely don't want to clone my messenger or my trained condor, so I guess I'll just play a recluse and stop him from attacking. I guess it's more efficient to use the island, since that way I could bluff Giant Growth and negate. Do I care about blocking this? Yeah, I'll block it. I have another spider in my hand. This lets him play his Haunted Plate Mail as a 4/4, but I'm not really concerned about that. That stops him from playing all other creatures. That's pretty annoying. I'm just gonna Claustrophobia that. Top card's a land, so I get to draw an extra card. And this card's sweet. Yep, go ahead and Claustrophobia this guy and drop a Recluse. I'm just like tickling him right now because he has his staff out. But since staff costs him a card, and I'm drawing all these free cards, it's pretty good for me. If he ever plays anything powerful, I get to copy it, and now his Haunted Plate Mail will never turn on. Yeah, so he can't turn it on because I have a Deathgaze Gorgon, or he has a Deathgaze Gorgon. Drew a card. Sweet. Man, this card really overperformed this game. I get to play a giant Groundseeker Sliver now. So I'll go ahead and slam that. 5/5 Flying Trampler. Go ahead and give my spider flying, I guess. That's the only sliver I have in my deck. If I had the Grizzly Bear Sliver, it'd be pretty sweet. Nightwing Shade, don't think is gonna do it. Like, you can block my Trained Condor to stop my Groundbreaker Sliver from flying over him, but man, this... Maybe it should be in my main deck. Doesn't really matter what I get flying, I guess. I could have cloned my Trained Condor, but I'd much rather clone this 5/5 Trampler. He's not blocking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could play both. I'm gonna look up if Mutilate's in this format, because honestly I have no idea. Okay, Mutilate is not in this format, as it turns out, so always best to double check, so I'm just gonna slime everything. Copy this, and play a Messenger Drake, and see how he responds to that. Like, even with Corrupt, which he can't cast right now, if he plays land and corrupts my Groundshaker Sliver, he gains 6 life, and then I have a Groundshaker Sliver and a Messenger Sliver left over. Messenger Drake. I really don't like the art on this card. I don't like that Drake's posture. He needs to straighten up and stop slumping. You could equip his Nightwing Shade, make it a 6/6. Okay, you give it flying, or you can give it a lifelink too. So I guess I just slam with these 3 cards. If I slam with this, he goes up to 14 and then takes 11, goes to 3, and then I lose my Messenger Drake and I draw a card. Do I think that's worth it? I mean, Drake replaces itself, and if he blocks Recluse... No, I'm not going to attack with the Messenger Drake because it gives him a free block. This way he can't block anything, or he loses his Nightwing Shade when he blocks. I do give him the out of blocking the Recluse, which is probably not good on me, but if he does that, he takes a lot of damage. So I think I'm fine with it. And second main Scroll Thief. Okay, he has a Nightwing Shade and a Death Gaze Gorgon. Oh, I don't have a Plummet. I thought I picked up a Plummet somewhere. Guess not. Well, it's not that big a deal, I guess. Let's go back to sorting these by color. I wish this gave my guy Flash. Oh, it can. It can. Man, it kind of. If it cantripped, I'd probably play it because I have 3 Recluses and he has some flyers I don't like. That way, I could just like flash out a Recluse, but it doesn't cantrip, so it's kind of a waste. What does Zephyr Charge do? Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Not feeling it. This Bramble Crush. He showed me a staff and a Haunted Plate Mail. He gains a bunch of life. I think I'll be fine. I think I want to board in this Sensory Deprivation because I forgot I was Intimidate Zombie. I want another way to deal with that, but don't really know what to take out, so I guess I'm not going to do that. The only way I think he kills me is Mark the Vampire, and oh dang it, Mark the Vampire. Could have boarded in Bramble Crush. Yeah, I can see taking out your Giant Growth easily for Bramble Crush. The way Mark the Vampire is not a factor, really. This hand's pretty bad. I'm gonna look at it. 7 drop and Giant Growth. Probably not a good keep, even if his deck is glacially slow. Double Recluse Time Ebb is not fantastically better, but at least I have some plays. Spider Tribal. He drew a Festering Newt. The old standoff. Yeah, I'm not gonna take. I'll take 1. Oh, he didn't play a Blood Baron. I thought that's what he was going for. You could play the 4-drop. Is there a 4-drop vampire I've seen? I don't remember. I don't think so. Nightwing Shade costs 5. Child of Night's pretty good. I'll just... I'm not gonna attack with either of my Recluses. And just get a Trained Condor out. Yeah, it sucks to play Trained Condor into the Festering Newt, but I can't really do anything about it. Missing a land drop's definitely not good, because Giant Spider would be a way better answer to Child of Night, blocking with a Recluse. Is this Liturgy of Blood? No, okay, just Nightwing Shade. Just Nightwing Shade. Well, we're gonna go ahead and put his 5-drop back on top of his library. And probably plop this into the Wilds Town next turn. Maybe a Giant Spider actually would be better. Yeah, definitely Giant Spider if I draw a land. He could corrupt my Deadly Recluse. I wish he had drawn his Staff of the Death Mage. Like, that's how bad the card is. I want my opponents to draw them. I can't really attack with this Condor anymore. He's 2 cards in hand. If he kills my Recluse, it's not the end of the world. I want to play Into the Wilds just in case It gives me... It's better played early because it gives an overtime advantage. So if I play it on turn, 6? Over a Spider, like I don't think he can... If he kills my Recluse and and I can't block the Condor, it's no big deal. I'll just take whatever off Nightshade and then play the Spider next turn. But if I play the Spider, it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't give me an advantage next turn. Whereas if I play the Into the Wilds this turn and then draw like a land off of it, I can get the Spider into play and suffer basically nothing from it. I'm gonna block this Nightwing Shade. Yeah, the Blood Baron's kind of annoying too, and he can kill it with a trained Condor. He can actually even like Festering Newt my Recluse down, which is fine. That means he can't kill my trained Condor. Can you go away, please? Sweet. So I'll go ahead and attack with my Condor and play a Spider. And I want to draw something fat. To use this leverage on my... Like the 8/8 for 5 would be pretty good. Mark of the Vampire. Crap. That's not good for me. I need to draw like Claustrophobia pretty much ASAP. Or Deadly Recluse. Yeah, getting pretty glad I played this when I did. Walking into the Festering Newt thing with Deadly Recluse is, I think, defensible there because I'm never going to be able to play around that, so I might as well keep my trained Condor alive. I'm struggling over what to do. I can attack with both creatures, then play a Spider and block. That's kind of mediocre. Still has another Blood Baron. I think that's my only real play. Do I have to keep the Condor around? Probably not. I don't think Condor is going to be... I'll just block with the Condor instead. I don't think I need to give him my large creatures flying at this point. Definitely should have boarded in Bramble Crush. For some reason I thought it would only kill lands and artifacts. I didn't even think about enchantments. Gains a ton of life per turn. It's really annoying. Negate's a little too late. I guess I clone a Spider. I think cloning a Spider is better than cloning a Nightwing Shade. And he can kill one of my guys if he wants, but that means he has to sacrifice a Shade, so... At least I have a negate for his corrupt, so if I do have to get onto that level where I need to kill all my spiders to live, I'm definitely blocking this Blood Baron, right? Because he can't kill me if he pumps it, what, 4 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts it at 8 power. He definitely can't kill me. So I get a free Blood Baron out of this. Granted, he does gain a ton of life and uses a bunch of mana. But I'm not going to tap out to leave myself dead to Corrupt, so it's not a big deal. This doesn't put me dead, so if you're not at 0, I just count that as a win. I just got a free creature. Just gonna play Root Wall and attack with my 2 spiders. He has 1 card in hand, so he has to have 2 removal spells to kill me. We want to get rid of this foil card, so we'll attack with the foil. The non-foil spiders. Obviously can't keep racing like this. Need to draw a removal spell for this Nightwing Shade, of which I have basically none. I hate that bug. Another Blood Baron. Okay, that's an 8/8 Trampler. Now we're getting somewhere. Now my fight removal is viable. And I believe I can play that card and... Can I? 7? No. I won't be able to and leave open negate, so I'll just play my Behemoth. I should have definitely attacked first. Whatever, I'll still trade Root Wallow for his Blood Baron. I just won't pump it if he blocks. Still has 2 Corrupts in his deck. Oh, he's just pointing one at me. Okay, so I'm dead to Corrupt now. Drawing a Recluse would be fantastic. He's just pumping it. There we go. Fight this and this. 2, 3, 4. Hopefully he misses his thing, his Blood Baron trigger. Though it doesn't actually matter. Oh, he didn't, so I get a counter. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to kill him before he draws a Corrupt, so I guess I just attack with everything but my spider. I'm dead to Corrupt and Quag Sickness. Or I'm not dead to Quag Sickness. I'm dead to Haunted Plate Mail, sort of, if he is. No, I'm not dead to Haunted Plate Mail either, because he'd play it and equip it. Hopefully he draws his stupid staff. Another Corrupt? Ugh, that's so demoralizing. I feel like I definitely could have sideboarded better, but I think I played the games themselves as well as I could have. This card, I definitely underrated. It's much better than I thought it was. It definitely should have been in my main deck over the whatever card that was. Verdant Haven? Yeah, for sure. It was an incredible card. And I hate losing to Mono Black, but I definitely played it wrong. Like I should have boarded in the Bramble whatever card for his Mark of the Vampires. I didn't have any plummets. I think I used my Recluses as well as I could have. Yeah. Yeah, always sucks to lose to Mono Black, but I guess if no one's drafting it and you have 2 Corrupts, you always got a chance to go for it, even if you have to play like unplayables like the Staff of the Death Mage. But yeah. I guess that's it for this draft. That kind of sucks. This is an expensive event, and it's just single limb. You get kicked automatically. I think it's single limb. If it's not single limb, let's see. Yep, eliminated. Oh, that sucks. I still didn't want to lose round one, but what can you do?